Mordecai's city. You should stay a while.
The future of Skyrim.
Thank you for joining me in Project Skyrim. I hope you're having a great day. So we have learnt Dragon Rends now, thanks to
Whiterun has to be the best.
getting the Elder Scroll, going through Blackreach. And now we've got to convince the Jarl of Whiterun to use his palace. And to be able to do that, we've got to get involved in the Civil War. Let's go and talk to Jarl Balgruuf first, and then go over to Solitude.
You've done us a great service.
Good to see you.
Reward. Dragon's Reach. And they made it
I need your help to trap a dragon in your palace.
I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
Yep, that's right.
What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city with the threat of war on my doorstep?
Just quickly, Irileth is looking really nice. Yeah, the threat is worse than you know. Alduin has returned.
Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times?
Wait, why am I asking you?
I am Dragonborn. It is my destiny to stop him.
I don't know about such things. But I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace?
They have down in Valen Wood.
It's the only way to find Alduin before it's too late.
I want to help you, Dragonborn. And I will. But I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry.
No, that's what I do to people.
So what if you didn't have to worry about an enemy attack?
What? Seriously?
Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon trapping scheme. But getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen.
I need something to get me going through the day.
Leave that to me. I'll talk to Elngeir about hosting this peace council.
Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons and this war into the bargain.
Stopping the dragons will be easy. Stopping the war, I'm not so sure about that. Alright, come on, gang. We're off to Throat of the World again. Well, not quite. Hi, Hrothgar.
Well met,
Trapping a dragon in
Lycia of the
Whiterun?
College of Whispers.
Are you sure about
Now,
this?
what brings you back to
The trap is made of wood, you know.
accompanied by
We'll all burn to a crisp.
Dragonborn.
Python does have a point, you know.
But I must correct.
Capture a fire-breathing dragon in a wooden palace.
But the Guardian, the dear Balgruuf. Words carry weight, and each title bears a different essence.
Okay.
The Dragon.
Hi, Hrothgar.
A title born. We may have sweet roll loving, mead drinking.
Snowflakes are so
storm
pretty.
bringing
Nord.
Let's get in out. It's cold.
instead of mere
Freezing.
Balgruuf.
This place feels ancient. Truly honored to be allowed here.
Elngeir, what's going on with his face? Oh, it's his beard poking out.
Alduin? We heard the Dragon Wren shout from here. You defeated him?
No, don't be silly.
I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle.
Well, I need your help to capture a dragon.
We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice.
Where are all the
I'll worry about catching a dragon. I need your help to stop the
Tell me
war.
that.
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
Jarl Balgruuf won't help me while the war rages.
Such a
I see.
boring temple.
The
Where's
dragon will
singing
lead you
and
to
dancing?
Alduin,
The human
but without
sacrifice?
the Jarl's help.
You got it.
Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us.
Nice. So we've not seen what Ulfric looks
So we
like
are
yet, or
trading a
General
dragon
Tullius.
problem for a room full of squabbling Nords.
At least
Better
you're
stock up
quiet.
on mead.
Not like Lycia and Gorn, always chattering away. Okay, where are we going first? I'm thinking we go to Solitude first, because we've actually been there. And then we'll go to Windhelm afterwards.
Your spirit is as free as the
Come on.
soaring hawk.
It looks like we brought some of the lovely weather from High Hrothgar with us.
Alright, now everyone back away.
The women here act like they have a sword shoved up their rear end.
Skyrim?
If anyone saw anything, step forward.
Let's go find
Otherwise,
General
step away
Tullius.
from the body.
Don't start.
Your nose hairs have
Wait a
frozen.
moment. I'm going to find whoever did this.
A bit chilly there, mate.
Huh?
Right.
College is infamous in Skyrim,
Go
right?
talk to General Tullius. I think I might actually go first person.
I'm telling you,
So
Ulfric's
you can see what they
planning an
look like.
attack on Whiterun.
He'd
wow.
be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to
Cost
try
him
to
what?
take
I'm just itching for a fight. Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in
He's
his
running
city.
away from me, didn't he?
On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Let's have
Well,
a
if he
chat
wants
with
to... Ulfric will want to take Whiterun from us. But we will hold fast. We can't give the rebellion free rein through the center of Skyrim.
That's very nice, but I have a message from the Greybeards.
The Greybeards.
Solitude is as
What do
glorious
those
as they
old
say it
hermits
was.
want with me?
Nothing like Fulcreath where I grew up.
They're actually convening a peace council at High Hrothgar.
Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor.
We need a truce until the Dragon Menace is dealt with.
They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons.
Fight in the last
My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons.
The best time to negotiate is from a position of strength.
Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks back well enough at the moment, but we're already overstretched. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor would just give me the reinforcements I've requested.
I wish my mother was in Bosmer.
Why won't the Emperor send more reinforcements?
Most of the Legion is tied down on the border with the Altmeri Dominion. The Emperor can't afford to risk weakening Cyrodiil's defenses. From the Imperial City, our war here is just a sideshow. An interlude before the main event against the Thalmor resumes.
Did they all wear aprons?
So you'll come to the peace council then?
Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
General,
You people and your damn Jarls.
sir,
Right,
you can't force
Oh.
a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
let's go and see if Ulfric's willing to join as well.
Then we need to be
What the
there
hell
to
have we got
stop
going
him.
on here?
Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time
From
share some
Dragonborn
of
to
your
diplomat,
intelligence
you wear many
regarding
hats,
Ulfric's
Guardian.
plans. Embellish if you have to.
Okay.
Let it
Sorry, I was
seem
just a bit
like
taken
it's
with
his-
that. They're like these guards' uniforms. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Windhelm.
I don't know why the Nords.
Let's go into Windhelm then. I think it's our first visit here.
A lot in common.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
It's freezing cold
Imperial
here.
spies? You
Can't
can't
imagine
be
the dogs
serious.
that settled here.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight.
It looks very cold and foreboding, doesn't it?
He's a true Nord.
I'll go first person again for this chat.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from
listen
Solitude.
close.
The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
It looks like Ragnar from the Viking series.
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Balgruff a stronger message?
I don't know
If by
about you.
message you mean shoving a sword
Meet in the
through his
tavern.
gullet.
Grey Quarter tastes better.
Taking his city and
Serve
leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
Alright, let's have a chat. Come
I
on.
heard you assisted the famed Irilith in her battle against a dragon. Irilith is a great warrior. I fought alongside her in the Great War.
It's nice. I heard you shouted the High King to death.
Not entirely true, though not entirely false either. Any Nord can learn the way of the voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torg to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him.
Ooh, fair enough. I've got a message from the Greybeards for you.
It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want?
Negotiate a truce until the dragon menace is dealt with?
I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there.
Well, luckily for you, General Tullius has already agreed to attend.
Good. We still hold half of Skyrim despite everything the Empire could throw at us. I doubt the Empire has the stomach for much more bloodletting.
So you'll come then?
Yes. I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Nice. Thank you very much. Carry on.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torg.
Yeah, I need to
was
sort your
merely
face
a
out.
message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace
Ooh,
them
look at
with
his
will need
food.
the support of our
Have
army.
we taken any of it?
Ah,
We're
another
ready when
strategic
you
war
are.
council.
No.
I'm sure the
Things
world will be
hinge
set
on
right in no
Whiterun.
time.
Oh man, it's like being at
We
sea
can
and not
take
being
the
able to drink
city
any
without
water. Look at
bloodshed,
this
all
lovely
better,
food.
But if not,
Right,
The
okay.
people are behind you.
Guess we go back to speak to
many I
Argia
fear
then.
still need convincing.
And let them die.
Stay away
with
from the
their false
Ortino
king.
residence. The place is
We've been
cursed.
soldiers a long time.
Ooh,
We know
okay.
the price of freedom.
Back to Argia. It looks like we're going to be holding a War Council of Peace. Back to the cold again.
The
Good job, we've got a lovely
always
warm
comes
cloak on.
after the hardest climb.
I'm a Nord, sure.
Now this breathtaking
Freezing.
view is well worth it.
You ready, Argia?
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters.
Don't worry, I'll get them to agree to peace.
Peace? I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for a moment, but only to gather strength for the next bloodletting. They are not yet tired of war. Far from it. Do you know the ancient Nord word for war? Season unending. And so it has proved. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
And just wait for Delphine to rock up. And Esbern. Come to annoy the Greybeards. I like this bit. I want to annoy him.
So,
There we go.
Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You are not invited here. You are not welcome here.
Oh! We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually. since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Were you? Hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
If it were up to you, the Dragonborn would sit dreaming on this mountain doing nothing.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse or graduate. The matter at hand is urgent. Alduin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Nothing to say? Right, let's go join the
very
council
well.
then.
You may enter.
You may enter. Right, where's Galmore Iron Fist? Because he quite often gets stuck. I don't even see him here. We'll cast some light. I've no idea where Galmar is. He's normally here for this. There he is, over the back there.
Gonna be
No,
here?
don't
I'll keep
adjust
my
the
mouth
rug.
shut. I'm right behind you, Board.
My companions are just going to get in the way of this, aren't they? Lucia, get up. It's not your seat. Right, let's sort my companions out. Bear with. Right, you lot come out here. Come on, you lot, sit your asses down.
Oh, sorry.
Sit your goddamn asses down. Okay, so I'm now going to have to really badly apologise to everybody because this stupid Nord here, bloody Galmar Iron Fist, he should be called Galmar Stupid Arse, will not sit in his chair. I've pushed him, I've pulled him, I've done move to player, I've shouted everybody across the room. I've done everything I possibly can, but because he won't sit down, the rest of this quest will not progress. So I'm going to have to use a console command. I don't like doing this. But he has been completely winding me up. It's been about 45 minutes. I think it's 50. Maybe it's 55. And even this isn't going to work for me, huh? Okay, is this going to work? Or are we just going to... Because I've had enough of this, I'll tell you now.
Your sense of purpose is unwavering.
I just park all my companions outside and tell them to wait out there. Just because this thick bastard will not sit down. Right, now crash the bloody game. Right, let's just move through this. 065. Nope. 70. You know what? Can't believe I'm having to do this. Really annoyed.
But she is to observe.
Really annoyed.
Nothing more.
Go
We are
more
not
bloody.
negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Now they sit down, didn't they?
Alfric, why
You
so hostile?
little.
After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
I was kind of hoping to see what Project Skyrim did to this War Council, or this Peace Council, whatever you want to call it.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
But it will not work. I could not get that to work. 45 minutes. But I'm raging a little bit now. I don't like doing things like that. Got my companions back in. Alright, Esbern, come on. Give me the shout for Odar.
I'm afraid there's a problem. A serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is.
Yes, it's Parthenax. Turns out he's a dragon, but he did help me.
All well and good. But did you know that he was Alduin's chief lieutenant in ancient times? Responsible for terrible atrocities. It's true that his crimes are long in the past, but justice does not count the passage of years. The Blades have been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards, and then the Emperor. Justice demands...
I can actually hear Arngeir and LSF the Fair starting a
My
bloody
oath as a blade prevents me
conference.
from offering you aid and
This has all gone to shit this episode. Or this quest. So how can we lure a dragon?
The problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple. An unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up.
Come on, how's that going to help us?
Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be.
So why would he come when called?
He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon. After your victory over Alduin, I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call.
Go on, what's his name?
Ah, indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in this scroll. Odar, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
Nice.
I suppose
Right.
we should be ready to trap a dragon. In Dragon's Reach.
Okay, so we've learned Odar.
I'm sure he won't just burn the whole palace down. It's only made of wood.
And it looks like
No wonder
the
Parthenax speaks
Peace
so
Council
wisely.
has...
He's got centuries of misbehaving to
finished.
reflect on.
I'm a bit miffed about that. I thought the rugs may have been the cause of it. I even disabled the rugs. Straightened them out first. Disabled them. Enabled them. Disabled and enabled him. Pushed him out of the way. Pulled him out of the way. I know the bug is... Go on my Iron Fist. If he won't sit down, the rest of it doesn't start. This is the first time I've ever not been able to work around it. I'm actually tempted to side with the Imperials on this, just so I can stab off go on my Iron Fist. Yeah, in case you hadn't worked it out, I'm a little bit miffed. But we're going to end this episode here. We're going to be nice and chill and happy at the start of the next episode. I hope you did enjoy the bits of this episode that did work. If you did, why not give the video a like? I would appreciate that. And if you don't subscribe, why not consider subscribing to the channel? Anyway, look forward to seeing you next episode. Until then, look after yourselves and take care. See you soon. Bye-bye. Gamma, I'm going to yeet you off the bloody mountain. Come here.